Good morning to Learn Piano in Your Car. This is episode 23 and today we're going to recap about finger numbers. Painting by number, playing by number, it's not quite the same sound, but it is important that you learn your finger numbers and also use all 5 fingers. There are lots of self-taught pianists that I have seen who only use 3 fingers on each hand, and that is because they didn't ever embed learning to use all 5 at the beginning. This is why your foundations are really important. If you get to the stage where you're only playing by 3 fingers, it's actually quite hard to go back and learn to use the other ones. And that goes for the same with everything that you do in piano. You can get too far down the road with a bad habit or a bad technique. Really hard to fix. So I hope I'm talking this morning to people who have not got too far down the road or are just beginning and are ready and willing and wanting, committed to doing it right. Because doing it right to start with will save you so much time later on, and it will also take you to levels you couldn't reach with the bad habits, such as playing with 3 fingers. Why play with 3 fingers on each hand? If you think about it, 3 fingers on each hand, 6 in total, but you've got 10, so you're only using 60% of your full capacity. Let that sink in. That is huge. 60% of what you can do, that's what you're using. So, to make sure we get off to a good start, you learn to use all your fingers, and to do that you have to do repetitive exercises really, and force yourself to use all the fingers when you're learning pieces too. Exercises that can help include scales and arpeggios, but today we're actually going to backtrack a little bit further. So your finger numbers, let me just remind you, your thumbs are 1 on both hands and your pinkies are 5, and the other fingers in between are 2, 3 and 4. So your thumb is 1, then you've got finger 1, your middle finger is 3, your ring finger is 4 on your left hand, same on your right hand. Put your hand on the piano, anywhere at all, but at the moment I guess it's good to try and reinforce middle C. So middle C is the C nearest to the middle of your piano. You find it by identifying the 2 black that are closest to the middle, and C is to the left. I hope by now you don't have stickers on your piano and that you have learned to recognise A, B, C, D, E, F and G. If not, you need to go back a step again because you've already got a bad habit. You can't underestimate how important it is to get clean, good habits built right at the beginning. One of them is no stickers on the piano. Learn the notes by shape and learn to recognise them by shape. And let's start with middle C. Your thumb, finger 1 on middle C, this is right hand. 2 is on D, 3 on E, 4 on F and 5 on G. What we're going to do today is learn to play Jingle Bells by number, and the reason I've picked Jingle Bells is because it is a song that surely most of my audience know. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a 1-horse open sleigh, or something like that. When you're playing by finger numbers and you're not reading the music, obviously, you have to use a tune that you know, or else you wouldn't be able to do it because you've not got the sheet music to help you. So with your hand in that position, and also making sure the back of your hand is flat, your fingertips are touching the notes, and you can actually hear your nails on the notes. That's the perfect position, but you need short nails. You will play 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. And even that, for a beginner, it can be a little bit tricky because you have to play that without moving any of your other fingers, without moving your hand. Your hand still has to retain the tabletop position. All that's moving is the finger that is required at the time. So 3, 3, 3, it's only your middle finger that's pressing down, and you press it right down and let it right up again. Every time you press it, it's got to be clean. So you play the note fully and then release it fully before you play it again. So play it quite slowly. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5 is your pinky, and that's going to be the hardest one when you first start. 1, 2, 3. And you are aiming to make sure all of those notes are played individually. Your hand doesn't move in the process. None of your fingers are waving about. They should still be in the claw shape, really, with all of your fingertips touching notes. It sounds really basic, but again, it's essential that you get the basics, foundations. I can save you so much time by just focusing on getting these bits right. Then you'll fly. Later on down the road, you will fly and you won't be correcting errors. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to play the rest of it by ear. You don't move your fingers. Jingle Bells only contains those 5 notes that your fingers are covering. C, D, E, F, G. You don't need to move your hand at all. You play the note with the finger that's on it. So by ear, I want you to play the rest of that. And ideally, send me a video of you doing it. And you can do that on my Facebook group. If you follow me on Facebook, it's Carol Brotherston. And if you find me, the banner on my Facebook actually is Perfect Piano Academy. It's got a piano keyboard on it, so it should be quite easy to identify. There's not that many Carol Brotherstons come up on Facebook. It's Brother Ston, S-T-O-N. And find me on Facebook, join the private group and ping your video into that private group. And I'd love to see that. And I can give you some feedback and check that your hand's in the right position and you're doing everything correctly. So let's have a bit of fun with that. I know it's only Jingle Bells. You can actually do it with any other song that only has 5 notes. If you can think of them, that's the easiest one for me to think of because everybody, or most people, know Jingle Bells. Right, that's enough for today. You can also do it with your left hand, by the way, on the same 5 notes with your little finger on C. So 5 on C with the left hand. And I'll just tell you the numbers. So it would be in that position with 5 on C, it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3. Go and try it. Send me your videos. I'd love to see them. Subscribe to this channel. That really helps me get these videos out there. They're all in sequence, by the way. You start podcast, this is 23. They do start at 1. And there's a few extra ones added in. Also, if you have any questions, send them to info@themusicroom.org.uk. I'd love some questions. I can answer them on this podcast. How cool would that be? The website for Perfect Piano is www.perfectpiano.org.uk, and there are free resources in there too. I'm Carol Brotherston. I've said that a few times, I've just realised, but hey, follow me, get involved with me, and I can help you.